stop me from doing what I have to do. So, I mean, that's the way that I look at that. It was just, just from people, period. I mean, from family members to, friends and so-called family members and so-called friends and so-called associates and so-called business partners and so-called this. And, a lot of that stuff has been cleared up amongst ourselves because we're a tight-knit family, the family that we do have, and the people that are actually left and that are still here. So I'm not going to put nothing on them that would make us regress, because we're going to be moving forward. We're not going to move backwards. We're going to move forward. If we're going to, be like, okay, I think I understand, and okay, I think I understand you. Let's just take it one step at a time, my love, and see what happens. When you have that, and you're just so grateful and thankful to have that you don't want to lose that. So that is where that's the stopping point. The stopping point is when they stop us from having love inside of us. That is the stopping point. We're not here to speak negativity. We're not here to bring that forth. We talk from our heart, but we're not here to speak negatively about each other. And we are together. We are together.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's real. So, that's really what's been going on, and as far as the rap thing goes and creativity and all of that other stuff, that's neither here nor there. We speak from our heart. I pretty much enjoy other people's singing and other people's music, a lot more than I enjoy listening to myself. So, that's real stuff, right? That's real live talking. And that's really how I feel. But, all that stuff they talking about doing drugs, they were already saying that stuff from the Grey Goose tour. He's a drunk, and this is the Grey Goose tour. Excuse me? What the fuck are they talking about? Are they serious? Are they fucking serious? At least if I do take a drink, I know how to handle what I'm learning. And I know how to bear witness and recognize to what's going on around me. I'm not going to see something that's beautiful. I'm not going to see something that's a blessing. I'm not going to see something that I'm supposed to do spiritually and just not do it in disrespect. Because that's very disrespectful whether people want to realize it or not. And, a lot of people got comfortable. Like, well, I got it on me now. Well, if he calls you, he's going to think this about you, and then you can take advantage of him. And, that went on for a short period of time, and, we got past that quickly. And just kept on going, So I've been, watching all of that stuff, and just, inside, I don't want to laugh, because I'm just praying for people that they're going to be okay. And once they come to realization what they did and who they really did it to, they're going to be very, very sorry that they even tried that.
Sticking to you musically right now, I know a lot of the fans get confused when they see stuff like the Hip Hop Baby video and the Jam Master Jay benefit, and they hear Crazy Bone on an interview in Lazy Bone saying all the members are going to be on the next album. Why is it that in your interviews you're saying like you're not gonna be part of the next Bone Thug album? Besides I
think people would probably want to speak to people individually and realize and recognize that nobody can speak for someone else. Whether they want people to believe that that's going to happen or not, no one can speak for someone else as far as what someone's going to do with their lives. God gives us free will to do what we would like to do, and hopefully we make the right decision. And that's why every time you speak to me, I have my own opinions. I know what I'd like to do. I know what I'm going to do. As far as the Hip Hop Babies thing, we already understand the ordeal about the Koch Records situation. Commit to something. I'm not here to let people down. I'm going to deal with what needs to be done with, hey, the album was done. And if you need to help somebody out or even help yourself out, I know that they're never going to give us a royalty check. That's beyond the... that'll never happen. We've never gotten a royalty check before.
Why is that, though, from Koch? I understand the Ruthless contract.
I don't know if it's Koch Records. I don't know if it's Ruthless Records thing. I don't know what kind of situation it is, but it's just the way that it is. It's the way that it's been, and people have known this from Jump Street. It's not as if they don't know. This has been happening within the music industry, period, but just to stick to the script and not go off into everyone else's business. I'm just going to speak personally for a few seconds, if I may be so selfish. So that's really, I mean, it's just the way that it's been. And I don't know why. I don't know what the big problem is about, you know, receiving proper wages for proper work. But obviously people aren't willing to do that. Mm-hmm. And then when it's their turn to sit and walk in those shoes, they want to act as though someone's doing them wrong. Mm-hmm. And that makes no sense, bro.
Looking at it, like, from a fan's perspective, right? I mean, they don't understand, a lot of them don't understand the business. They just enjoy the music. And a lot of the times, not understanding, you get vilified because you're the member not there, right?
I mean, I just don't think that people really truly understood since 2000, the Grey Goose tour. I don't remember what year that actually happened. I haven't been in Bone Thugs and Harmony contractually, so I know they would like to see that happen. Mm. But contractually, I'm not signed to that. Mm. They actually said, we don't want you in the group any longer because you won't follow our rules. Period. Mm-hmm. And that is the truth. I mean, they can tell you that themselves. I mean, you can look back into the Rolling Stones interview, and I think that it was a case of he's on his way down, and we're going to kick him and stomp on his neck so he can't say another word or feed children. Now, when you rise up from that, and then people want to say, yeah, we're back together. That's just like, it was a story that used to be told. That's just like a woman who has a man, puts this man out of the house because she said he isn't going to be about anything and he isn't going to do nothing for his life. And he goes off and he goes to school and he graduates and he becomes a doctor. And he's sitting in a mansion, and, you know, he's relaxing, and things are going good for him, and then she sees him in the club, and you ever seen the movie with Chris Rock and Robin Givens? That's my man.
Yeah.
That shit is like, that's what it's like, you feel me? That's what it feels like, you know, but on a much lighter note, because I like to be able to say that I love my people regardless of how they feel about me, but that's what it feels like. That's my man. Whoa, wait a minute. You put me out. Got my car repossessed and everything the fuck else. Mm-hmm. And now, you know what I'm saying, we running president. I'm your man now. Yeah, I'm your best buddy, huh? Yeah, I just bet. Thanks, man. Thanks for sticking with me through the tough times. And those are the type of people that you tend to not want to be around. You don't want to be around somebody who isn't going to be with you when things get rough. You want somebody that's going to be with you when it's rough and when it's good, and not because they feel like it's going to get good in a minute if we can just hang in there. No, it's supposed to be genuine. It's supposed to be love. Through whatever you may go through, you're supposed to stick with a person if you truly love them. If you don't, the truth is going to come out through the things that may happen, depending on the strength of the person that's going through it. If that person can crawl up out of that, ain't no sense in, you know, jumping on the bandwagon now. Let's just say that we love each other and you continue to do what you do.
So do you think...
That's how I feel.
Do you think maybe, like, I think the last show you did was April 9th in Texas with Crazy and Lazy. Is there a time...
Austin, Texas.
Austin, yeah. Is there a time where, or soon, you're talking about moving forward, is there a time where you think that you won't be a part of any of that at all? Like, I mean...
Well, you got to remember, we had a discussion in Austin, Texas, and they really wanted to know where I was coming from. I'm not a heartless type of person. I'm more or less a person that is going to state how I feel and roll with my people as long as I can. Mm-hmm. Now, we sat down, we had a discussion. It didn't go, you know, the way of us being a crew and moving under one mind and one sound unit, so we parted ways. Mm-hmm. Crazy left first, then Lazy. I stayed in Austin, came to Houston, and now we're speaking. So we actually did have a discussion, like, okay, do you guys really want to do this stuff? I mean, are we going to be talking about the same thing? You know, because it got to be the point to where they was like, you know, something about they never understood my lyrics. Their subject matter was completely different than my subject matter. When they wanted to rap fast, I was rapping slow, and it was so many different issues. And I'm saying, well, we're going to have to be on one accord if we're going to do this. Everyone decided to go their separate ways. And I'm not trying to bump my head up against a brick wall.